fitness transformation in a specified timeline. And to brief us about this session, we have with us today Mr. Vijay SK, who's a transformation specialist. And we also have with us today the CEO, the founding member of the Fitt Studio, who's Saveen Menon. So thank you, Saveen and Vijay, for joining with us on this session today. And all our business seekers would definitely want to understand how did you come up with this concept and how has the brand started? What was the idea behind it? So please share your thoughts across.
I'm Saveen here. I've been in this industry almost 20 years now, worked with multiple brands, multiple top brands, international brands. So working there, the drawbacks which I felt is like around if there are 100 people joining in a gym, we can only cater around 10% to 2% of the people and who are really interested in taking personal training. So, and there was always a complaint that when we join a gym, trainers don't give special attention to people who are not taking personal training. So seeing that, I decided to start my own personal training studio. It was down to 7 years to 8 years now, and that's how it all started.
Got it. Okay. Vijay, you have any thoughts?
So we are specialized in the, as Saveen sir said, that we came up with a personal training studio after working with other corporate gyms earlier. With the transformation studio, we cater to different kind of audience, like say special population, the general population, celebrities, and everyone. We also educate them on the training and nutrition aspects so that they are able to post their transformation, they are able to train on their own without a need of a personal trainer unless and until they change their goals going forward.
Got it. We have Mr. Singh Rajput. Thank you, Pushpendra, for joining with us. He wants us to, so he has this message that please हिंदी में बताएं. So पुष्पेंद्र जी, हम यहाँ एक इस ब्रांड के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं जिसका नाम है द फिट स्टूडियो. सो जैसे नॉर्मल जिम प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं, फिट स्टूडियो का कॉन्सेप्ट उनसे थोड़ा अलग है. यहाँ स्पेशल अटेंशन दिया जाता है जितने भी कस्टमर्स और क्लाइंट्स होते हैं, और उनके बहुत स्पेसिफिक सेट ऑफ पीपल होते हैं जो सर्विसेज अवेल करते हैं. एंड सवीन उसमें बहुत पर्सनली इन्वॉल्व होते हैं और उनको स्पेशल अटेंशन देते हैं. सो ये पूरे आप इस सेशन के दौरान कनेक्टेड रहें सो दैट यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या फ्रेंचाइजी मॉडल है, आपको इसमें कितना इन्वेस्ट करना है और रिटर्न्स क्या होंगे आपको इसमें. So yes, definitely all our business seekers who are viewing this session and who are going to view this session would definitely want to understand that why choosing the Fitt Studio is a good franchisee for them, and why is it a good idea for them. So Saveen, if you can share your thoughts.
देखो मैम, जब हम फिट स्टूडियो के बारे में बात करते हैं और कोई भी जिम के बारे में हम कंपेयर नहीं कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन हम जब भी कंपेयर करते हैं हमको लार्ज स्पेस जरूरत पड़ता है. और स्टूडियो एक ऐसा कॉन्सेप्ट हो जो हम 1200 स्क्वायर फीट या 1500 स्क्वायर फीट में हम कवर कर सकते हैं. हम हाई प्रोफाइल वॉशरूम्स या ऐसे एसीज हम ऐसे कुछ भी यूज नहीं करते जिससे हमारा कॉस्ट मिनिमल रहता है. और हम सेट गोल्स में टारगेट करते हैं, जैसे कि हमारा वर्ड ऑफ माउथ में चलता है. हम जैसे भी ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन करते हैं, वो क्लाइंट खत्म 12 वीक्स का ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के बाद वो क्लाइंट्स जाता है, उनके फ्रेंड्स को रेफर करते हैं. हम स्पेसिफिक गोल को टारगेट करते हैं. जैसे अगर एक बंदा आता है हमारे पास, बोलता है कि मुझे वजन कम करना है या मुझे 6 पैक चाहिए, तो हम ये पता करते हैं पहला दिन कि उनके शरीर में इतना काबिलियत है क्या, उसमें स्ट्रेंथ है क्या, उनका बॉडी वो हिसाब से तैयार है क्या जो हमारा प्रोग्राम ले सकता है. हम एक फिटनेस टेस्ट लेते हैं, कंसल्टेशन लेते हैं. जैसे कि एक बंदा अगर आता है, अगर उसको वजन कम करना है और हम कंसल्टेशन में अगर हमको पता चलता है कि ये बंदे में कोई थायराइड इश्यूज है या हार्मोन इश्यूज है, तो हमारा पहला प्रायोरिटी वही रहेगा उनका मेडिकल कंडीशन क्योर करना. उसके बाद हम उनके नए गोल सेट करके हम उस पर टारगेट करते हैं.
Okay.
ये कंप्लीटली एक गोल ओरिएंटेड प्लान है जो अगर हम जिम में जाते हैं तो हमको पता नहीं रहता है कि हम क्यों ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं. हमारे एक ही गोल रहता है कि हमको वजन कम करना है, वजन बढ़ाना है. तो हम इन डेप्थ जाके हमको पता करते हैं कि बंदा ज्वाइन ही क्यों कर रहा है. हम कोई जिम या कोई स्टूडियो, हम उसको टारगेट करते हैं.
Got it. और इसमें क्योंकि आप कस्टमर्स की बात कर रहे थे, तो ये जितने हमारे जैसे लोग हैं, अगर जो अपना वेट कम करना चाहते हैं या अपने वेट्स पे वर्क करना चाहते हैं, तो ये उन लोगों के लिए है या फिर ये सिर्फ स्पेशल सेट ऑफ ऑडियंस के लिए है जिनको ऐसे मतलब 6 पैक्स चाहिए या 8 पैक्स चाहिए एंड उस पे वर्क करते हैं?
देखिए, अगर हम ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के बारे में बात करते हैं, तो जब हम कंसल्टेशन लेते हैं, ऐसे बहुत सारे बंदे हैं जिसका नींद भी ठीक नहीं है, जिनको थायराइड इश्यूज रहता है, किसी किसी को हार्ट कंडीशंस रहता है, किसी को बीपी रहता है, बट उनका मेन कॉन्सेप्ट वही रहता है कि उनको वजन कम करना है। उनको ये पता नहीं रहता है कि ये वजन बढ़ने का रीजन क्या है। हम जड़ में जाके हम पता लगाते हैं कि ये सब इश्यूज क्या है, फिर हम उसको ट्रीट करते हैं।
परफेक्ट।
तो कोई भी बंदा हमको ज्वाइन कर सकता है, ऐसा नहीं कि कोई एथलीट हो। हम यूजुअली लेमैन, कोई हम एथलीट से ज्यादा हम ऐसे बंदे को प्रिफर करते हैं जो कभी वर्कआउट नहीं किया हो, हाउसवाइफ्स, जो हमेशा चाहता था कि उसको एक लीन फिजिक रहे, और वो पता है उनको ये मार्गदर्शन नहीं रहता था कि वो कैसे अचीव करेंगे गोल को।
We also set a timeline for their goals. Like for example, say हम ये 8 हफ्ते में इतना अचीव कर पाएंगे, आपको करना है, आप कर सकते हैं। या फिर उनके पास they'll come saying that अभी I'm getting ready for my marriage. I only have 10 weeks or say 8 weeks or 12 weeks left for my marriage, and I want to look best in the I want to fit into my marriage dress, and these kind of people will also come to us. But within that time frame, we ensure that we take them to their goals in a more healthier and the safest way, but as fast as we can go reach there.
Great. Business seekers would also want to understand कि उनका इसमें कोई क्या होना चाहिए, लाइक उनको फिटनेस बैकग्राउंड से होना चाहिए ये फ्रेंचाइजी लेने के लिए, या फिर उनको कोई स्किल सेट होना चाहिए, एंड स्पेशली जब वो एक बार फ्रेंचाइजी लेके एसोसिएट कर जाते हैं आपके कंपनी के साथ, सो एज अ फ्रेंचाइजी पार्टनर, तो उनको ऑन अ डेली बेसिस कितना टाइम डिवोट करना पड़ेगा एज अ फ्रेंचाइजी पार्टनर?
I always prefer a sleeping partner, like a person who can invest and sit down and relax. And when you ask about the qualification, I want someone who is really passionate about fitness, not a person like who has a lots of money and say that I want to set up a gym or a studio. He should be really passionate. At least उसको fitness का value तो पता चलना चाहिए.
Got it. Perfect. So, and what is the time period? I mean, for how long you're going to get associated? कोई आपका contractual period क्या है franchisee partner के साथ इसमें? So आप legally उनके साथ कितने time के लिए associate करते हैं?
3 साल के लिए. Initially हम 3 साल के लिए start करते हैं.
ओके, 3 साल के लिए आप एसोसिएट करते हैं। एंड जैसा आपने बोला कि यू वुड प्रेफर अ स्लीपिंग पार्टनर, आप सब अपने एंड से प्रोवाइड करेंगे, ट्रेनिंग, इंस्ट्रक्शन, स्टूडियो सेटअप एंड एवरीथिंग। सो ऑल दोज आई मीन वुड बी डन फ्रॉम योर एंड, और फ्रेंचाइजी पार्टनर also needs to be invested in that, I mean?
No, it will be done by our end.
Okay,
the perfect. Recruitment of the trainers, everything, like the location, if you can get a nice one. Usually we understand that कौन से location में ज़्यादा ये चलेगा, हमको पता चल जाता है.
Got it. Okay, perfect. So now let's discuss about the financials. Financials बहुत important factor होता है किसी भी business seekers, partners के लिए समझने के लिए before they get invested into the business. So our business seekers would want to understand कि इसमें total cost कितना है उनका plus franchisee fee कितना है. तो यहाँ हम बहुत सारे numbers and figures देख रहे हैं, जैसे gym equipment, furniture and fittings. So आप अगर elaborate कर पाएं इन सारे points पे, Saveen and Vijay, if you can just elaborate on these points, I mean, how much do they need to invest in total?
Yeah. So coming, you might have known or aware of the setting up a good gym chain would cost more than crore or above crore, but whereas we are going very economical, but we focus on giving high end results to the client with minimal things that we need from our end. So coming to the gym equipment, we have a quoted 22 lakhs, which will cover all the strength related weight training equipments except cardio. So we don't believe in wasting the space for cardio equipment such as treadmill, spin bike. We would rather prefer the clients to do go for a jog or run outside or do stairs at home, which is more convenient for them. If they prefer doing cycling or something, they can. We would suggest them to incorporate that into as a cardio. Whereas coming to the gym equipment, this 22 lakhs would cover all the strength related equipments. Say, for example, it will cover the whole body parts, machines that are required for legs, for back, for chest, functional machines, dumbbell racks, barbells, everything. And the furniture and fittings, this 5,000 rupees that we have quoted is we have a small consultation table or a consultation room which would have these furnitures, and computers and electronics would be a lakh depending on their feasibility and the budget. Whereas CCTV is a must, and a minimum of 10,000 rupees is fair enough to have the CCTVs installed, given the space and the areas that has to be covered, and the signage is also there. The working capital is again a lakh rupees. So this is a working capital, and the franchisee fees is 10 lakh rupees. So total investment would come around 34 lakh rupees, 25,000 rupees, which I believe comparing to the other gym chains such as big brands is very economical and feasible as well.
I'll add it like the return of investment is much more faster in this concept which we use. And the equipments, when it says is 22 lakhs, it's all because we use Indian brand equipments. We don't believe in imported one because most of the US or international or Mexican brand has a biomechanics for people who are of that height, somewhere around 6 feet and plus. But these equipments are made in India, and is for the Indian population. And the brand ambassador himself is Salman Khan in this.
Oh, superb. So, when we talk about, we'll go back to the previous slide. We see that most of the expenditure is towards gym equipment. So, my
Yes.
question is that what if someone has a setup and if they would want to procure the gym equipments from their end, can they do that, or the gym equipment is provided from your end itself?
No, they can. We'll just get them better quote for them, and they can procure it directly from the brand itself.
Okay, and
Seeing
coming
the
back.
place, we'll suggest that the number of machines which is required. Like we tell that what type of equipment is required for the space, and then they can procure from the brand itself.
Great. And coming back to franchisee fee, so as you mentioned that 10 lakh rupees is the franchisee fee amount. So is that a refundable amount or a non-refundable amount?
No, it's not a it's a non-refundable amount.
It's a non-refundable and one-time payment.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we'll move to the next slide wherein we understand the earnings, the profit, and the net income that they would be making. So we see the projection from year 1 to year 5.
Yeah.
What is the returns that they would be getting? So what is the ROI under this? I mean, how sooner, sooner they would be able to achieve the return once they start investing?
See, I will say realistic goal of somewhere around 8 months. We get the returns back.
Okay, so in terms of returns, I mean, it's purely dependent on the revenue that the outlet generates. So,
Yes.
are you going to support them in terms of generating leads at that specific location wherein the franchisee opens the
Yes,
outlet?
definitely. We'll be doing lots of social media promotions and everything, and lots of stories in transformation. We'll be referring lots of clients because right now we have a studio in Jayanagar, and I get lots of inquiry from different parts of India, and in Bangalore also there are lots of inquiry from different places. So we'll definitely, like, if someone, we are in Jayanagar, if someone wants to travel from Sadashinagar, I'll refer the branch which is in Sadashinagar. Rather than them to travel here, we'll prefer a studio which is closer by to the place.
Got it.
Getting offers as well or requests from the clientele of ours to have another branch, say for example in Indranagar, in HSR layout, or the towards the corporate side, like say Marathali Electronic City side and all. So this is the one reason where we thought we have a good potential, and we are jumping into this franchisee idea.
Okay, so suppose that someone is interested in a specific location and wants to open up a franchisee. So do you do the research of that particular location, or would you be open for any location that a franchisee has a setup or a space to start the Fitt Studio franchisee?
We would prefer a place which is say, people with a high profile place. Like say in Bangalore, like we are getting lots of inquiries from Sadashiv Nagar, Indiranagar. We were earlier in Chandralaut and Vijayanagar, so people are calling us back to Vijayanagar. We just relocated to Jayanagar. So this Whitefield, I'm getting inquiries. I'm getting inquiries from Pune, Delhi, Hyderabad, Chennai. So
You're open on a pan India basis, or you open only for Bangalore?
initially, for the first few months, we are planning for Karnataka and Bangalore, and then we are planning for the pan India.
Okay, so when we move ahead with the franchisee recruitment, is finalized, they have understood the agreement, they have understood the franchisee model that you have. So how will you make sure about the footfall? Like at the initial stage, every business struggles, in terms of the revenue, just at the initial stage, say for
Right.
first 3 or 6 months. So what would be the support that would be provided in terms of, say, training or the leads, the marketing plan from your end to
See,
the
thing एक बंदा हमसे फ्रेंचाइजी लिया है और वो तैयार है फ्रेंचाइजी, तो हमको मिनिमम हमको 3 महीना देंगे फ्रेंचाइजी स्टार्ट करने के लिए, ब्रांड स्टार्ट करने। ये भी 3 महीने में हम ही उनका ट्रेनर्स का रिक्रूटमेंट रहेगा, उनका स्टाफ रिक्रूटमेंट करेंगे, ट्रेनिंग बैंगलोर में ही रहेगा उनका, प्लस मार्केटिंग प्रमोशन सब हम स्टार्ट कर देंगे। सो एटलीस्ट आफ्टर 3 मंथ्स जब हम तैयार रहेंगे, बाय द टाइम द फ्लोर इज रेडी, द ट्रेनर्स एंड स्टाफ एंड एवरीथिंग विल बी रेडी।
Okay, okay. And as we understand that fitness is purely an art form that you have to learn and understand with a period of time. So,
यस
जैसे इसमें आप trainers hire करेंगे उस respective location के लिए, so ideally how much time do you take? I mean, if they sign up an outlet today, तो वो outlet कितने time में start होगा? Plus उनको जो trainers provide होंगे, उनको training आप provide करके कितने time में handover करोगे?
यू कैन से 2 months टाइम।
Time for an
Yeah.
outlet to be up and running once the
Yes.
location is
Yes.
finalized. Okay. And ideally, how many trainers do you require in one outlet, each
See,
outlet?
I'll prefer to have 6 to 7 trainers initially to start up with,
Okay.
where the categories of trainers are divided into senior trainer, junior trainer, and head trainer.
Okay. And the recruitment of the trainer is done from your end and not
Yeah,
from
all will be done by me. By me.
all would be done.
Even now, think that a franchisee is a guy is coming and investing, and he would have been working out in a gym called as Golds or some other branded gym. Now, if he says that this is the trainer, I know him very well, can you hire him? So even he has to go for a examination under us to see that whether he's qualified to work at studio.
Got it. Okay. And in order to run the outlet, I mean, can the franchisee who's investing in the business run the outlet, or does he need to hire a manager at the location to run and operate in that outlet?
The head trainer will be running the show, man.
The head train will be running
Yeah,
the
there won't be a manager. It's a head trainer, junior, and senior trainer. That's all.
Got it. And since when it comes to like fitness or any such form, there's always an upgradation in the training which is done after say couple of months or couple of years. So how are you going to take care of those things across the outlets that we open?
See, every 3 months they have to go for online training with us, where we'll be upgrading their knowledge. Like we have a 12 weeks program. So if someone wants to, a client come and says that he wants to have a 8 weeks transformation, so we'll educate them that how the 8 week works. The trainers will be educated in that. They have to undergo an examination through us, where they'll be upgraded. Like उनको update किया जाएगा कि हम कैसे training करेंगे.
अच्छा, ठीक है. I hope
Yeah, and just so it's more like we will also be pushing trainers to constantly learn new things, like what are the new ideas coming up in the fitness industry, what are the new supplements about coming in the industry, what are the ways that they can treat different clients based on their goals, how are they coming up with these plans, so and how are they developing these qualities over time. So we will be pushing them towards that.
Okay. So I hope our business seekers have understood about the model that we are going to operate. And in order to discuss in detail, I would request the business seekers to please share your messages into the comment section with us. And in order to understand more about the model, what the brand offers, so please get connected to us. We move to the last and final slide of ours, which is how was the business performing during COVID? I mean, we know that from last 2.5 years, most of the months it was a shutdown. So how were you able to operate and support and run the existing outlet? How was the demand amongst the customers in the market?
टू बी फ्रैंक लाइक वी नेवर गॉट वी वर नेवर शट हमने कभी बंद नहीं किया था स्टूडियो क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट का प्रोटोकॉल्स है कि अराउंड अराउंड 1500 स्क्वायर फीट में वी कैन हैव 10 क्लाइंट्स so we were always having 10 clients to 5 clients in an hour and जो भी clients आते हैं हम बस 1 घंटे के लिए रखते हैं उनको 1 घंटे में ट्रेनिंग होके वापस चले जाते हैं तो there was a good social distancing maintained we were following all the protocols the sanitizations and everything so we were never shut during COVID because gyms को तकलीफ हुआ था क्योंकि a large number of crowd goes there and we can't control it's an uncontrolled crowd यू विल बी अ क्लाइंट विल बी अलॉटेड अ स्लॉट जैसे कि अगर कोई बंदा आता है हम उसको 6 बजे देते हैं तो वो 6 बजे आ सकता है जैसे इट ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड इन जिम्स लेटली जब जिम्स वापस खुले थे तो जितने भी क्लाइंट्स थे उनको मैसेज गया था कि आप 6 बजे का स्लॉट लीजिए या 7 बजे का स्लॉट लीजिए and this is how they started and now it's full-fledged but in our when during COVID we follow the same protocol like each and every client are given a particular schedule and slot so they can't come in any other slot unless until they take a permission from the trainer.
Got it. So इसमें जैसे ड्यूरिंग पैंडेमिक हाउ वाज द डिमांड एंड आफ्टर पैंडेमिक अब इतने टाइम से लोग घर पे थे तो नाउ मोस्ट ऑफ अस वे लुकिंग फॉर फिटनेस सो वाज देयर अ शिफ्ट इन द डिमांड्स अमंग कस्टमर्स आफ्टर पैंडेमिक आई मीन लाइक ड्यूरिंग करंट टाइम्स
The demand has drastically increased during COVID and post-COVID too. And I can say the post-COVID because of lots of issues with few people getting lots of medical conditions due to COVID, like heart conditions. Few were running with diabetic. Few had other medical conditions. So the demand was much more higher post-COVID. And during COVID, it was high because all were free at home. So they had good amount of free time to come and start training and it was very much easier for them to come because we allotted a slot for them and it was complete and most of the gyms were closed
right
And it also made people realize that health is more important. And probably you might have seen every other seller starting to sell these immunity boosting foods, immunity boosting medicines, supplements, and all. But rather, those things only work to a certain extent. If we highly believe in having a good lifestyle, which will improve immunity over time, so for which they require good nutrition and training. So we emphasis on the importance of that, and now people are aware of those kind of things, especially our clients who have been training with us.
So, and I mean, after COVID, a lot of people have seen that changes, and definitely fitness is one of the industry which has always been in demand, and there has been demand among the end customers as well as the business seekers and franchisee partners. So, this is a great opportunity for all the business seekers, and especially during this year. So, if you're looking to take up the Fitt Studio franchisee, please get connected to us. Share your messages to us in the comment section through whichever platform that you would be viewing this session, and please get in touch on the number mentioned over here. So it's 9844443200. You can also write us a mail at business@franchisebazar.com. And if you visit Franchisee Bazaar portal, the fitness studio is already there on our portal, so you can go and register yourself and get to know more about the brand. And thank you once again, Saveen and Vijay, for being part of this session. I think it was a great session. हमारे business seekers को भी बहुत information मिला. I think there is always whenever we think of fitness gym, but I think the fitness studio and the transformation that you have explained, the person would be going through. a great requirement and demand in the market. So I'm sure we would be able to, find our potential business seekers and partners. So any message from your end to people who would be viewing this session, to them who are looking forward to invest in businesses?
So I would say that first of all, ours is not a regular gym concept. It is more of a personalized studio where we will be catering to each and every client on a personal level. So it's purely personal training, and the benefits or the pros of investing with us is the investment amount is minimal comparing to the other fitness gyms or the chains or chain of gyms brands, and the return of investment will is going to be better than the cost of running the studio is less, and the return of investment is on a higher end. Obviously we need to work hard towards it, but it is we can guarantee that the returns are indeed will going to be good. And we are also it is also that we will also be helping a lot of people achieve their health and fitness related goals, so it's kind of a gives a satisfaction of helping people as well.
Right, right. Perfect. So, thank you once again, Saveen and Vijay, and thank you to all the business seekers who would be part of this session. So, please share your messages, and we'll see you for the next session.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.